Good afternoon, I'm Susie Nordquist, and this is your midday news fix for Wednesday, the 20th of August. High school teachers say they're walking off the job today for their students. About 20,000 PPTA members are striking after the government offered a 3% rise over the next 3 years. In Auckland, teachers gathered at schools like Westlake Girls and Kelston Girls. Green Bay teacher Jose Torres says children's needs are increasing and that's not being reflected in pay.
So we need more help at the end of the day, whether it's help from families, whether it's help in school, or whether it's help from the community. At the end of the day, we just need help, and we're just trying to achieve that.
And teachers also braved the cold in Christchurch this morning. Hagley College teacher Rosie Hughes says the government needs an education about what teachers actually make.
Judith Collins' comments about $147,000, that'd be great. If they want to offer us that pay rise, we'd be stoked with that and accept it tomorrow.
Opposition leader Chris Hipkins says teachers deserve more than the government is offering.
If they accept this offer from the government, they'll be going backwards. So their pay will effectively be cut because it's below the rate of inflation. They at least deserve to have a pay increase that kind of keeps them where they are now.
Hopes a new digital writing tool will make a difference to a forgotten generation of intermediate-age children. Last year, 3/4 of Year 8 students were below their writing curriculum level. The government has suggested its new digital acceleration tool will turn this around. Lifting Literacy Aotearoa Chair Jenny Watts says for decades we've ignored evidence about how the brain acquires written language, failing many of our children.
These are children who are not going to perhaps feel the effects of the major investment in structured literacy at the primary level. But before they leave school, we have really an obligation to support them.
Cooking appliance retailer Kitchen Things has been placed into receivership with all 12 stores nationwide temporarily closed. The directors say over the past 2 years the group have seen weaker consumer demand and increased competition on pricing. The Prime Minister has attended a late-night meeting on Ukraine after skipping the previous one. Here's political reporter Azaria Hell.
Defence Minister Judith Collins and PM Chris Luxon joined a virtual Coalition of the Willing meeting on Ukraine overnight, following meetings between the American president and Ukraine's leader. Collins says New Zealand stands with Ukraine and the rules-based order. Luxon did not appear at the previous meeting, saying it was at 1 a.m. He was instead represented by officials.
One NZ says connections have been restored after a widespread broadband outage in Auckland and Northland this morning. At the peak, the software issue impacted 10,000 customers, with service back on before 9 a.m. To sport now, and the Women's Rugby World Cup in England looks set to dwarf previous attendance records. 375,000 of the 470,000 available tickets have already been sold, 3 times as many as New Zealand's 2022 edition. To the US Tennis Open's mixed doubles semi-finals, Jessica Pegula and Jack Draper meet Iga Swiatek and Casper Ruud, while Andre Vavasori and Sara Errani play Christian Harrison and Danielle Collins. I'm Susie Nordquist, and that is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.